Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are gonna play a little bit of Last Epoch. I have a new build that I have been working on. It's not an original build. I mean, it's difficult these days to say that anything is original, but I got inspiration for this build from another content creator. It's a Japanese content creator, so I can't even say his name. Like, I don't know how to pronounce his name because it's Japanese characters, but it's a really interesting build, which allows you to have literally hundreds of minions on the field at any one time, which is really quite interesting. And it basically works. If I can just give you a little bit of a breakdown, I will do a build video on this eventually, but it's not quite perfected right now. But basically the way that it works is by having that modifier right there, 5 volatile zombies summoned on potion use. So every time that you summon every time that you drink a potion, 5 volatile zombies are summoned. So that essentially means that every time that you drink a potion, you get 5 free volatile zombies. And when we play a little bit, we can really quickly and really easily get upwards of 100 minions. The most minions that I've had so far is 220 minions on the screen at any one time. Even though that creates issues of its own, because you actually start to lag. Like you get so many minions on the screen that you literally lag. So as you see right now, I have 50 in total, and I'm not even spamming my potion button. So there I have about 60. So you can see everything just melts thanks to my stupid amount of minions that I have on the screen. And obviously, like I said, my zombies also explode, and they actually do quite a bit of damage. They really do a nice amount of damage. Oh, and another cool thing is that every time that a minion dies, one of my minions dies, I get ward. So you will often see that I'm running around with several thousand ward. And it's essentially free ward. Like, I didn't need to do anything really. I didn't need to use any abilities, because I'm literally getting the ward from the minions that die. So it's just overall a really cool build, and it's really basic. Like, it's not intensive. You just run around and press 1 the whole time. That's literally it. You don't need to do anything. You just press 1 and then everything explodes. And if you really want to do a lot more damage, then you can use your right click every now and then. The transplant also can give you some bonuses if you want to do a little bit more damage. But as you see, I can literally just walk around. I literally don't have to stop and attack or nothing like that. I'm just walking through these things and they are dying. So really powerful. And I don't even have the correct gear. In fact, my gear right now is not really good at all. So once I actually get the correct gear, that will be really it will really make a big difference. You can see there I have 80 minions. They die very quickly. Like, the minions die very quickly, but they die very quickly, and then I just get the ward back. So it's not really an issue that they die very quickly, because those little worms only last like a couple of seconds, I think. So they're not gonna last very long on the battlefield or anything like that. You just run into a pack and you press a potion button just like this, and everything explodes. Okay, and we're done with that one. I have a lot of idols now. I just want to see if there's any good idols. Not particularly good. Nope. That one is not bad. I also don't have the correct idols right now. My idols are actually quite bad. But yeah, I'm still relatively low level. So I will definitely get a lot better gear as I level up. Don't need that. That's fine. Oh, another really cool thing that I haven't yet pointed out is this ring, Cycle of Putrescence. Cycle of Putrescence. So, basically what this ring does is it works very well with volatile zombies. And you just equip the ring. You can do two because the effect actually stacks. So you see there at the top, your volatile zombies have a chance to resurrect equal to the number divided by your number of zombies. So 100% divided by the number of zombies. So if we equip two of these rings and we summon volatile zombies, then normally the volatile zombies die after a while. Like the volatile zombies are meant to die, you know, that's the entire point of a volatile zombie. They die, and then when they die, they explode. But what these rings do is they make the volatile zombies be resurrected immediately. So they just resurrect themselves infinitely. So you will see they die, and then it just summons two more volatile zombies. So that's actually a really cool. It's not good right now because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have sacrifice. So if I take sacrifice and I replace that with transplant, and then you can sacrifice your volatile zombies, and then the volatile zombies will just respawn infinitely. As you can see, I'm sacrificing my volatile zombies and they just respawn infinitely. So not only does the sacrifice do an explosion around the zombie also explodes. So it's just a vicious cycle of explosions thanks to sacrifice and the volatile zombies being resummoned by Cycle of Putrescence. But you then have to use sacrifice, which I currently do not use. I don't see a need for sacrifice right now. You will do more damage with this, absolutely. But I prefer to use the transplant for the movement ability right now. So but that is definitely something that you can do. You can also do Death Rattle. Death Rattle is a necklace that is actually quite powerful because every time a minion dies you gain 30 health, and it increases your minion critical strike by 100%, which is really quite a lot. And it gives you +1 to sacrifice, which, as I said, is very good. Sacrifice is definitely something that you should eventually use. You should definitely eventually switch to using sacrifice in your rotation of abilities. So yeah, that's basically a really cool thing. You get infinite zombies thanks to those rings. You can detonate them infinitely and they just respawn. Because the bad thing about sacrifice is the fact that you kill your own minion, but your minion is immediately resummoned thanks to the ring. So that's a really cool little combination that you can do. And quite honestly, you don't even need to do any of that. As you can see, I can just stand around. My minions are more than powerful enough to kill everything for me. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to use my volatile zombies. I don't need to use my potions, nothing like that. But if you want to do that, then you will do a lot more damage. You can see stuff just dies much quicker when you actually use your potion and when you actually use your right-click ability. Stuff just dies quicker. But it's not necessary. You can just be lazy and run around if you want to. I actually already did do a build which is on my channel for a flame minion build. I think you can just probably search something like minion, like Last Epoch minion on my channel, and then the build should come up. It's a couple of months old, but it still is absolutely valid. In fact, it's more valid now because they actually released a couple of items since the last time that I did the build that will make minions even more viable. And in that build, literally the build involves pressing no buttons. Like literally no buttons. You have a bunch of skeletal mages, you have a bunch of wraiths, which are is the race? Oh, that hurts. I don't want to get hit by that. Let me just kill this thing over here. A bunch of wraiths. There, summon wraith. So you have a bunch of those wraiths. You have your skeletal mages. You have a bunch of summoned skeletons. You have a bunch of bone golems. And they just kill everything for you. You don't need to press a single button in that build. And I took that build all the way to, I think, level 95, I think my witch character is, before I stopped playing it. And I really just stopped playing it out of boredom. I didn't stop playing it because I couldn't progress further. It's just a little bit boring and running around not needing to press any buttons, so... But it's a really powerful build. It's essentially the same as this build, except this build, like I said, works more with bigger minions, more minions, and with the summon volatile zombies on potion use. There's a unique item over there. Let's go this way. So yeah, right now I'm just grinding monoliths until we can reach empowered monoliths. Basically what I'm doing right now. I did also have a paladin character that I played for a while recently that I also took to, I think, level 96, that one is. But I don't think I streamed that one much. I think I did one stream with that character. But that's definitely a character that I want to play more. Because the build is really enjoyable. It's a really enjoyable playstyle. With spinning hammers. It's a hammer throw build. But it plays very differently to this build. That's for certain. there's one issue with this build, and it's not really an issue with the build, it's just the issue with the game, and that is the fact that when you reach like 200 minions, around 200 minions, the game really starts to lag quite badly. And that's not the issue with the build, that's the issue with the actual game. The game isn't meant to handle that amount of units on the field. So you really get some quite bad lag when you reach that amount of minions on the screen, which is something that the developers need to still work on, because like even there you can see there I got some rubber banding right there, which is not good. You know, that's a game issue, that's not a build issue. So it's not really possible right now in the game to play this build to the fullest potential, because it doesn't matter what you do, you can have the best computer on earth, you are limited by the server. The server does not enjoy having 150 minions on the screen at any one time, and then you lag. You get a lot of rubber banding, like I just got up there. A crap load of rubber banding, and yeah, the game just becomes unplayable. You can't move, and it does result in deaths sometimes. So it's not super enjoyable to have that happen. There's exalted amulets. I definitely want to go get that. But like I said at the beginning, this build it's modified, but the base of the build is from a Japanese creator. Like I said, I can't pronounce the name because the name is literally Japanese characters. If I remember to, then after I upload this live stream to my channel, I will put a link to his channel in the description below, or in one of the comments, just so that you guys can check him out. But his build has like the perfect items, and the amount of ward that you can generate from all of your minions dying is millions. Like he literally has millions of ward. Literally, no jokes, millions of ward. Because if you have the perfect items, you can generate minions faster than what they die, and for every minion that dies you get ward. So like right now, if I go really crazy and I use a lot of potions, I can easily reach like 5,000, 6,000 ward, which isn't a huge amount. But with his build, with the perfect items, and that just becomes like millions of ward. It's literally so much ward that your ward bar is full, and it doesn't show the correct numbers. Like literally, it doesn't show. Like the game isn't. I guess the game developers didn't expect anyone to get over 1 million ward, so it doesn't display the correct numbers. And he actually is walking around with literally millions of ward, and the game just can't display it correctly. So that's how powerful this build can become. You're literally unkillable if you have the correct items. But yeah, I'm only level 73 right now, and he is level 100, so I still have 27 talent points to gain and just a lot of gear to grind. But as you can see, anything dies as soon as I press my potion button. Literally, nothing can survive. Even the mage, like the mage that I summoned out of that prison, even the mage dies like instantly. Like that boss, instant death when I press my potion button. And you will see when we do any empowered bosses, they also die really, really, really quickly. The damage of this build is just a little bit crazy. There's a boss, and the boss is dead. You can see just the stupid amount of minions that I have. That's also a very good modifier that I want to get eventually on my helmet. The +1 to volatile zombies and then increased minion damage. Right now I have minion health regen and chance to bleed. The chance to bleed is very good because if you consider you have 150 minions, each one of those 150 minions are attacking, each one has a 50% to bleed on hit, so that's like 75 bleeding stacks per second that can be inflicted on a boss. It's really, really crazy amounts of bleed. You will see when we fight a boss that actually is able to survive a couple of seconds, you should keep an eye on the amount of bleed stacks that are on the boss, because the bleed stacks are like in the hundreds. So it really does very good single target DPS as well, thanks to the sheer amount of minions that you have. As you can see, I'm just walking through this stuff. There's really no need to stop. You just press your potion button, everything dies, you loot what you can and move on. And I have a necklace over here which gives 67% increased chance to find potions. So that just helps me to get extra potions. It's not completely necessary, but 67% more potions certainly helps, since you don't want to run out of potions. So as long as you have potions, you have a lot more damage. So that's also another thing that is pretty important with the build is potions, potion generation. Normally it's a stat that you don't care about in the slightest, you know. Like, you never care about finding additional potions normally. But with this build it's actually quite good. It adds a huge amount of potential damage to your build if you can just continually have potions. The fact that I have 16 potions really only ever comes into play when you're facing a boss, because it does happen that you run out of potions against the long boss fight. So that's why the potion generation on your necklace is important.
Feel my wrath.
You can see even these big things like the big spiders and the big salamanders, they die instantly. Whereas normally you would have to attack them for a little while because they obviously have more health than the average monster. And you will see when we fight an actual boss how insane this damage is. That's a boss. We see there 150 leading stacks and 100 armor shred stacks on that boss, and he wasn't even alive for a long time. The longer the enemy is alive, the more stacks he will get. We'll have a look at those later. Okay, where do we want to go now? I guess we can go down. That's a lot of potions. Look at that, 140 minions. 140. And I only used 4 potions there, because there were 4 on the ground, so I used 4 potions. The 4 potions gives you 140 enemies, or not enemies, minions. So imagine if I used all 16 of my potions. Like, I did get it previously where the game actually crashed. Like, I went up against the boss and I thought, okay, let me just fucking spam potions, and the game crashed. And I didn't even have a chance to look at how many minions I had. So, it's completely possible to break the game with this build. Or at least break the server, because it's, at the end of the day, the server that isn't able to cope with the amount of stuff on the screen. I haven't tried playing this build offline yet, but I think this build will do better offline, because I don't think if you play offline there's no server authentication type stuff happening, so I think you won't have the issues with this build offline than what you have it online, you know, when playing online. So that is one way to get around the issues, but obviously that's not really an answer, you know. Like, the build should work online, you know. saying that you have to play offline is not really a solution. Sometimes I get a little bit of rubber banding, unfortunately.
Yes.
And another thing that I like about this build is it's not resource intensive at all, like with regards to mana. Like I have less than 100 mana. So the build really does not require mana, whereas a lot of witch builds and mage builds require a lot of mana. I still need how much? Oh, 680, so I need like 300,000 more to get my next tab in my stash. We just need to do about maybe 3 or 4 more maps and then we can do the boss. Then we can move on to the level 80 area. I'm in the level 75 area right now, I think. Okay, there's a boss here and he's dead. Ouch. Here's a mage. Look how quickly we kill this mage. And he's dead. Mages are quite powerful.
Feel my
literally walk through the enemies. Like, you don't even need to stop. You can literally walk through the enemies. I hate it when the game struggles to pick up a potion. Like, sometimes you run over a potion and it just doesn't pick up the potion. They should make the pickup range of the potion more, I think. You see these black bars, these black health bars, that is the server lagging. That's not good. Like, this build unfortunately causes server lag. That's why I said you won't be able to play this build at the maximum potential, because it's possible to create so many minions that the server just lags. But I hope they fix it. I hope the developers are able to do something about that.
Yes.
Let's quickly see. That one is not bad, but not particularly good. This one would be really, really good if only the melee physical damage wasn't there. Otherwise, that one would have been really, really good. Soul Feast, that's nice.
Take care.
Just maybe 2 or 3 more, then we can do the boss. This map takes a long time. The wind swept. Oh no, wait, we get a disconnection. Why? Why would we get a disconnection? Like I said, having this amount of minions, the game does not like it when you have this amount of minions. Okay, come on. Should I just Alt F4 or... I can still open my menu. Okay, let me Alt F4 the game. Your screen is gonna go black for a second. Just bear with me. I do have a standby screen that I guess I can play. Where is it? I almost never use my standby screen. Can't see it right now. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. This one? Ah, there we go. I literally never use this screen. I even have some music. Yeah, there we go. So you see, this is the paladin that I was talking about. I played this one until 96 before I got bored, but this is a really powerful build. It's a hammer spin build, or a hammer throw build. And then I obviously also have a 96 Ruin Master. I did do a build video on this one. I also did do a build video on this one, like I said, with a flame minions. And I don't think I have builds on these ones yet. But yeah, I will eventually do a build video on this one and then on this one as well. But yeah, for now I'm just working on this one. I also think that when the game releases in February 21st, a lot of things will probably be different, like nerfs and buffs and new unique items and all of that kind of stuff that will change quite a lot of the game and the possibilities, like build possibilities and that kind of stuff. So I don't want to do build videos on those now when the build possibilities will change quite a lot in like a month and a half from now, because it might not seem like it, but a build video is a lot of effort, hours of effort, and I'm not a fan of spending like hours of effort on a build video if the build is basically going to be outdated in a month and a half when the game releases. Because like a whole bunch of new unique items are gonna come out. The new I don't know if it's a seasonal mechanic. The trade guild and the science guild or something like that is going to be released. 2 new guilds. I think it's like a seasonal thing. I'm not even 100% sure, but I know that the trade guild is going to change a lot of stuff, and all of that kind of stuff is going to really affect the builds that you can do, especially if there's new items that are released. And perhaps they are gonna also release new ways to augment your character, like with legendary potential and that kind of stuff. So doing a build video now is a little bit of a waste, so I will rather wait until just like a month and a half, and then I will do a build video on all of these different builds. I really hate these Wengari spires that shoot down the ice. They do, those ones right there, they do a hilarious amount of damage. Like truly hilarious. It can kill you in a second. Come on, rubber banding. After this one, we can do the boss. See the amount of rubber banding that I'm getting? That's due to the amount of minions that I'm summoning. And yeah, like I said, it's not good. It's not good that the game can be so laggy just due to the build that you're playing. Because unfortunately it discourages you from playing this build due to the amount of lag that you get, the amount of server lag. It's not computer lag, like my computer is not struggling in the slightest. In fact, my graphics card and CPU are idling at 40% right now. It's just server lag. Server lag is so terrible. So perhaps this is a build that you would rather want to play offline, but that doesn't really solve the problem. Look at the amount of minions that I have. 80, 90, 100. These worms just go around and chew anything up. Like a swarm. Almost it reminds me of the World War Z movie with Brad Pitt. Just a swarm of zombie worms eating everything. And I don't need to do anything. It won't even loot the items. There we go. The server lag is really a little bit ridiculous. I clicked on that ruin like 4 times and nothing happened. And now we can do the boss, I'm pretty sure. we also need to do the quests. Damn it. I hate these quests.
Terra's blessing.
Hello.
Yes?
I think this is the monolith with the water guy. What's his name? Typhon? Typhon. No, Typhon doesn't sound familiar. But it's the water guy. I forgot his name. Actually, I haven't played the game in like probably more than a month, so can't remember the name of the bosses. Yeah, I'm definitely having lag. It seems the servers are not in a good state today. You see that? Look at that lag. Holy crap, I'm getting a lot of rubber banding. I think on this one we take no, not the level 80.
Yes.
Yeah, level 85.
You fool.
And she's dead.
Pagan is unpredictable. I was trying.
That's usually not such an easy fight. I mean, it's not a difficult fight, but she has quite a lot of health. Ah, that's his name, Lagon. I remember now, Lagon. For some reason I said Typhon. Okay, let's just see. Maximum skeletons. I'm never really gonna use maximum... Well, I'm gonna use maximum skeletons, but not damage reflected to attackers. That's a dead stat, basically. Damage reflected to attackers is useless. This would have been nice if it was plus cold damage instead of plus void damage. That would have been really nice. Okay, that's fine. Let's do the boss. Lagon. Or as I say, Typhon. Is Typhon a boss in Path of Exile? Or where the hell did I pull the name Typhon out from?
Ocean above, the abyss below. Come, entertain me.
Look at the amount of stacks. 260 bleed stacks on that thing. And the armor shred as well. 100 armor shred. Ouch. Okay, that hurt. There I actually had to unironically use my my potions, whereas normally I never lose health. These bloody waves are just killing my minions, unfortunately.
Feel my wrath.
Okay, health regen, not bad. Ward per second. How much health regen do I even have? Okay, that's fantastic. I can't even see how much health regen I have. It's really between ward per second or health regen. I think health regen is probably better. Yeah, let's go for health regen. So this battle is really easy except for the fact that my minions die quite a lot, but I mean, I still have 6 potions left, and I spammed my potions a little bit excessively there. I could have certainly played it a lot slower, a little bit less recklessly, but I was pretty confident that my potions would last. Okay, so now we can go to level 85, but we're not going to do that. We are going to go to level 80 first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 timelines left before we get to Empower. We should maybe be able to do that today. It depends. I will see how it goes. It's how late is it? 2 AM right now? No, 1 AM. 1 AM, almost 1 AM, so I should probably get a little bit of sleep, but I'll keep going until I'm really tired. I also have a couple of skill points. 3 skill points, but I'm not too sure what I want to spend it on right now, so I will just keep it for now. Look. We will actually eventually use these types of boots because a really interesting thing that happens with this 7 ward gained per 10 missing mana when you use a traversal skill is that every time that you use transplant, you gain a ward per missing mana. And with this build, it's actually possible to go into minus mana. Quite a lot of minus mana, meaning thousands of minus mana. So each time you use a traversal skill, you gain 7 ward on your thousands of minus mana, which is a really, really interesting interaction. I don't know if it's meant to be that way, but that is the way that it functions. So it's a really interesting function or interaction between it, and it is one that we are going to exploit later in the game when we have the correct items. For right now, we're not dying, you know, we don't come close to dying, so it's not necessary for us to even consider something like that right now. But it is the final goal that we are going to try to get with that little interaction there, because you can actually go quite a lot into minus mana with this build. That's how you are able to reach literally millions of ward. You can get millions of ward using that interaction, but you need the correct setup, which I do not have right now. Okay, that one has one potential. This one has 60. So 31, 43. This one has less resistances, but 30 more melee cool damage, which is quite a lot. Melee lightning damage is about equal. I think we can take this one. It is better than this one. Not with the legendary potential, but we don't have the legendary potential. We're not gonna put the legendary potential on that thing, so...
Yes.
Feel my wrath.
Damn it, I'm getting so much rubber banding. Crazy. Look at that. The servers are not happy tonight. I don't really care about unique items. I have pretty much all of the unique items that you can get on these lower level monoliths. Some inventory management. Increased necrotic damage, that doesn't help. Don't see how that helps either.
Yes. Yes.
Feel my wrath.
4 unspent skill points. Need to spend them eventually. Lag is quite irritating, my freaking screen is jumping all over the place. There's necrotic damage while transformed. That's good for a lich build. I don't have a lich build character yet.
Deal.
Holy crap, all of this rubber banding needs to chill a little bit. about maybe 5 more, then we can do the boss. Wow, that thing just went through the entire wall. Zero fucks given about walls, I guess. only the amount of lag that I'm having due to my amount of minions. It's a little bit crazy. Not particularly fun, I'll tell you. Okay, so there's 6 potions on the ground right now. Let's have a look how many we can actually get. I'm lagging so much that I can't even click. I'm literally pressing my potion. Look at that, 170, 180. Like literally the game can't keep up with the amount of stuff. Like I stopped pressing a long time ago. Look at the 200. And the game is just freaking out. Like I'm still pressing my button. Now I've stopped pressing my button and yet it's still using potions. Look at that. I didn't even press there. Like that's the bad side of this build right now. Until the developers fix the server shit. Like I stopped using potions already. Until the developers fix the server stuff, you won't be able to reach the maximum with this build. Like you can reach 100 without any real issues, 100 minions, but as soon as you go over 100 minions, the game shuts itself.
Yes.
Another 2, maybe 3, and then we can do the boss.
Feel my wrath.
It's not bad. Yeah, another 2. Come on, stop lagging. Yeah, I think with this amount of lag that I have today, I'm probably not gonna play for a long time because this is a little bit irritating. Or I need to switch to maybe my hammer throw paladin build and see if it's better with that one. Because that build does not generate the amount of lag that this one does. But this build is more powerful. Look at that lag. Like I'm just rubber banding the whole time. There's definitely something wrong with the servers. Because I didn't even have a lot of minions there.
I see.
This is the last one, then we can do the boss. Can't even pick up that. Oh, there we go. I walked over the potion twice and it didn't want to pick up. I guess it's just server lag once again. Like, the game has this much server lag and it's not even... Like, the game isn't even launched yet, then I think the devs are gonna get a little bit of a wake up when the game actually releases. Look at that rubber banding. Oh, and we have to do these stupid quests, of course.
I see.
Look at that rubber banding.
Feel my wrath.
That was nice and quick. Now we can do the boss. I don't particularly like this boss. One of my least favorite bosses. Look at those stacks. 560 bleeding stacks. I can't even pick up those potions there at the top. Look at that, I'm literally clicking on them and it's not allowing me to pick them up. And the boss is standing in a bad position. I can't touch the bastard over there. Come over here. There we go. Much better.
Death is different. Am I finally free?
Stupid that the potions can drop in such a way to where you can't even pick them up. Like, look at that. I'm clicking over there and there's bloody 5 potions there that I could have gotten. Which obviously would have increased my DPS because potions are literally my DPS. Okay, next one. Now we move up to level 85. Yes, 85. And then after that it's the final 3. And then we have empowered monoliths. Then the grinding can really start. So as you saw in that boss fight, like I can just stand there, like the map. Every time a minion dies, I gain ward. So, like my ward does not go down due to the stupid amount of minions that I'm summoning. You can just, like, you don't even need to worry about the boss mechanics. You can just stand there. As long as you have potions, you will just continue summoning minions and your ward will just continue regenerating at a crazy rate. Okay, so this is definitely an ambush map. There we go. Like, come on, look at this lag. The lag is really silly.
Feel my wrath.
That's actually not terrible. This one only has 24 forging potential, but it can actually be pretty good. On a minion build, maybe.
Yes.
Quickly have a look here. Okay, so these are finally level 20. Oh, I've been playing this whole time without my aura of decay. I actually forgot about my aura of decay. Can't remember exactly what I wanted. So I put 2 in here. One in there. Ah, enemy poison resistance. I guess that will be pretty good. We can also take minus poison damage taken. Will not be bad either. Let's take that. Here. This one is the one that we are supposed to take for late game. But we're not gonna do that right now. We don't have the correct setup for that right now. These are skeleton mages. What do we want? We can get 5% attack speed. A little bit of health leech, even though my skeleton mages never die. I think I only needed to resummon them on that log-on fight. That's literally the only time that I needed to resummon them, was on the log-on fight. So we can get 10% critical strike multiplier, or we can get 5% attack speed. I think 5% attack speed will probably be the best. I don't really see anything that will give us a bigger benefit. This will increase their survivability by quite a bit. Let's go for attack speed, I think. And then over here. I don't see why we would want this. This gives us healing, which is nice. Attack speed. We can just go for attack speed and movement speed, and then on our ranged skeletons, I guess we can just take this one. I don't really see anything else that would be better. Like eventually, like I said at the beginning, we're gonna take sacrifice. We might get rid of something like the flame golem, and then we take sacrifice because we need to take sacrifice in order to go into minus mana. Then we're gonna do the minus mana build basically. I remember now what I always used to do is activate Aura of Decay like that, and then I swap back to Transplant, and it actually stays active. The aura actually stays active while you run around. I remember now that that is what I always did. I just forgot about it. And sometimes the aura will deactivate itself, but I'm not sure why it does it or when it does it. You just basically have to keep an eye on these stacks over here, and then once you see you don't have those stacks anymore, then you will know your aura has deactivated itself. It does damage your skeletons and your dudes a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. That's why I have the 72 minion health regen. And then we have 5 skill points over here. I'm not sure if this actually affects me. I think it affects me, I'm not 100% sure. This is very powerful. Mind over body and unclosing wounds are both really quite powerful. We can test this. I'm not 100% sure if it actually affects me, but we will definitely be able to see our ward go up quite a lot if we enter combat, and it actually does affect us. So let's have a look.
Die, human. The feast. Die, human.
So the only real reason why you actually want this poison aura is on bosses, because it reduces the boss's resistance, and it also makes your minions have a pretty high chance to poison. I can't remember exactly what the chance is. I will have a look in just a second, but it's pretty high. So you get a pretty nice DPS boost from it, not just by the fact that it allows your minions to poison, but also by the fact that it reduces the resistances of the boss. So it also heals them. So even though it damages you, the base aura damages you, this one heals them as well. Heals you and heals them. And then, here we go. 100% minion poison chance, which is quite significant. That's like just one skill point. This just takes one skill point, and then you give your minions 100% additional poison chance, which is really good. And then, like I said, you get free healing out of it. This, when an enemy hits you, it marks the enemy and reduces the enemy's resistances by 25% for 8 seconds, which is really good. It's 25% all resistances, so physical resistances, fire resistances, poison, literally everything. So you do quite a lot more damage due to that. And then on top of that, it reduces the enemy's poison resistance by 10%. And then you take a little bit less poison damage. This doesn't really help. And then this increases your poison resistance by 60%. And then if you activate it, I think, let me just read, you have additional poison resistance while in aura, and you have increased health if you have deactivated aura recently. So you gain the 200% health regen when you deactivate the aura, which is never, it's never, to be honest, but the 60% poison resistance is really nice. That's really nice to have. That is why my poison resistance is sitting at 143 right now, which is obviously overkill. You know, that's obviously too much. But yeah, that's life. There's certain situations during a boss battle where your poison resistance will get reduced. So having more than the normal amount is good, you know, it's not bad. Even though it's not ideal, but you do gain a benefit from that 60%. And let's have a look here. That's actually not bad. I can definitely see that I'm taking a lot more damage now that I have this aura on, so I think I'm gonna deactivate the aura. And then once we face a boss, or once we actually do higher level content, then I will add the aura, because all the aura really does is it increases my damage. And right now I don't need additional damage. We are lagging again, unfortunately. As soon as you see those black health bars, that means we're lagging. Come on, bloody rubber banding again. And we're lagging. There's 4 of these really strong dudes standing here. So let me see, without summoning any dudes. Doesn't really look like I'm gaining ward, because I have 100% critical right now, and I'm not really seeing. Yeah, I'm definitely not gaining ward. Okay, so that means that other ability thing doesn't benefit me at all. So I should probably remove that. This one over here, I definitely don't gain benefit from it. I will gain benefit from the crit, obviously, but not from the ward thing. It's actually pretty stupid that you don't gain benefit from the ward thing, because your minions, you know, you should gain benefit from, or your minions should gain benefit from stuff like that. Like, I know Path of Exile has a rule which is pretty interesting. The rule states your minions are you, but you are not your minions. Something like that. So essentially what that means is your minions gain a benefit from everything that affects you, but you don't gain a benefit from things that affect them, basically. So if you get stuff that says added minion damage or anything like that, you don't gain benefit from that. But they gain benefit from anything that affects you. So the saying is in Path of Exile, minions are you, but you are not your minions. So in my opinion, something like this should affect your minions as well. Ouchies. Okay, I did not even see that. Oh, that's a siege golem hit, yeah. That will one-hit you. That will one-hit you very easily. So that sucks. That's the first time that I've died in a very long time. Damned. What does damned do? Damned deals necrotic damage over time. Can stack an unlimited amount of times. That's interesting, but it's only me dealing the damned hit. It's not my minions or anything like that, so that is not so good. That one is pretty good. 20 ward gained on potion per 10 intelligence, and considering that I have 71 intelligence right now, if I equip this, I will gain 140 ward per potion that I use, which isn't a huge amount, but still it's not an insignificant amount. Yeah, those bloody siege golems do a lot of damage. Like, you need to be a pretty chunky character to survive that, and my character isn't chunky. Especially since I was just standing around not doing anything, and if I just stand around not doing anything, I won't gain ward. I have to be standing near my enemies that are dying, then I will gain ward. Like that, you see there, immediately I gained 500 ward, simply because I stood close to my dying minions. that dude is freaking out over there. Absolutely freaking out. My golem must have hit him with a critical hit. Come on, lag.
As a riot noise!
Feel my wrath.
Yes. Yes.
One unfortunately rolled pretty low. 58% out of 76%. That's not particularly good.
Take care.
Be able to buy a new stash tab after the next run, possibly. Finally. I should also remember to go to the city and just remove these 3 points here, because I'm not really gaining a benefit from them. I'm just alt-tabbing here quickly. Just bear with me. Just 1 second. I actually like maps with these crabs. They just die so easily. Oh, that guy just shit himself. Can't stop rubber banding. I'm gaining a lot of experience with this experience shrine. Tell me we crashed again. There's no sound. Ah, no, it's just a very long... Oh yeah, this map is very big, so... It's understandable that you will have a very long loading screen. I like this map a lot. Like, out of all of the maps, this is probably my favorite map.
Feel my wrath.
map gives a huge amount of experience, I have to say. There's just so much to kill. So little time. Finally, I can buy a new stash. Oh no, it's 680. Oh, I thought it was 630. Why did I suffer the illusion of thinking it's 630? I guess I was just being optimistic. That one is quite good. Physical damage and physical penetration, that's good, but increased mana damage and that kind of stuff doesn't really complement the stats that it has. And damage reflected is not good.
Yes. Take care.
Let's go back to town. Just before I forget, I want to just remove those 3 skill points which are essentially useless to me. I mean, they do give 10% critical strike, which I do believe my minions also benefit from, I think. But yeah, it's not particularly good. I can definitely use those 3 skill points better in some other way. Why is the loading screen so bloody long if I'm literally like in the end of time? Like I'm already in the end of time zone. Why would there be such a long loading screen?
Hello, traveler.
Okay, and then yeah, I can put on more intelligence. I can still gain a shocking 12 intelligence from this, which is really quite a lot, but I need to get my survivability up a little bit first before doing that more. And this one as well. This one gives us stupid 100% more damage done. And this also increases the damage of my minions as well, because it says increased damage, and damage means elemental damage, physical damage, minion damage, any traps or anything. It's literally everything. So that is quite good. But once again, that will drain my health by an additional 7%, which I need to be careful about my survivability. Even though, as I've shown today, I died once by being AFK. Otherwise than that, I really never came even close to dying. So at least right now, even though I'm level 78, 77, and I'm doing level 85 maps, so I am doing content that's 7 levels above my character. Like I don't die. Like I honestly don't die ever. So but things will get a lot more difficult once I reach empowered. So I can do something like this, for instance. Less physical damage taken is very good. Less necrotic damage taken is good. And it's each time that you use a potion, and obviously I use potions quite a lot. So that is something that you can definitely consider. I don't think this affects your pets. I don't think so. Or your minions. I'm not sure. I don't think this affects that. Like this drains 1%, but I don't think this will reduce that amount. I don't think so. I would have to go read up on it a little bit. We can get more vitality there, more health regen, more minion health regen. So yeah, here basically, except for this one over here, basically all of the stuff that I could take will increase my damage. My damage that I do. I don't think this affects my minions, so I won't gain health back from this through my minions. I don't think so. These 5 points I just basically put here for sacrifice. Even though there are some good stuff that you could take here as well. Like this. This is not bad. Because on minion death, it marks a nearby enemy, and I have a lot of minion deaths constantly happening. You are gained a percentage of excess healing from Life Drinker as ward Life Drinker. And then this one, whenever you use a potion, you also consume a random minion, killing it and restoring life. The health gained in this manner is equal to a percentage of the current minion's health. So this will heal you a lot, but you will constantly be killing your minions. But it will give you a lot of ward. So that's something that you could do to increase your defensiveness by a tiny amount. More attack speed, 2% more attack speed, and 4% minion damage. That's not too bad. That will basically increase their overall damage by around 6% per point, which is pretty good. That one as well, basically 6% per point. Minions have a chance to shred armor. That's actually very good. So 4 times 8, that will be 200% minion armor shred chance. That will be very good. This is pretty nice as well. This will keep your minions alive, even though, as you've seen, like I think twice I've had to resummon my mages and my skeletons twice throughout this entire, what, almost 4 hours today. So your minions do not really need a lot of upkeep. That only counts for skeletons, not skeleton mages, which is unfortunate since skeleton mages do more damage than skeletons. So yeah, there's not anything really fantastic here. I wish that the Warlock was already available, because I think you would be able to get some really cool stuff from the Warlock. You can get a lot of minion survivability from this, but then you need to spend 4 points in a year. Minions have increased attack speed and cast speed. This bonus also applies to you if you have used a skill. So yeah, that's not bad. 4%, that's quite a lot, but then you need to spend 4 points, and only then can you get that one over there. See, does my dog want to? Because I heard something. Sometimes my dog scratches at the door and then she wants to go out. You see, this will give you a lot more reward. Because right now I have 1 point in this, and as you've already seen, you gain a lot of reward when enemies die nearby. And I mean, I have 100 enemies dying around, 100 minions dying around me at any one time. And in fact, this affects enemies, allies, and minions. So enemies as well. Even though the chance to gain ward stays at 10%. So you can increase the ward that you gain, but you can't increase the chance, which is unfortunate. I would have liked it if you could increase the chance as well. This is actually really good. You and your minions deal increased necrotic damage, and you have a chance to apply damned. Oh, so it's only you, it's not your minions as well. It's only you. But that's good. Minion poison chance, that's very good. That will add quite a bit of damage. And then this one increases minion bleed duration, but it doesn't allow your minions to apply bleed. If it did allow your minions to apply bleed, that would be really powerful. So yeah, there's quite a couple of durability stuff that you can get here. You know, you can get this one, which will definitely increase your ward, even though it's not really necessary. Like, I think I will... What? You have a point in unnatural preservation, which requires this node to have... Oh, am I still removing? Okay, no.
Do not dwell on regrets.
Let's do that, and then I think I will put at least one in there. Because already, as I've shown you guys, like at one point today, I've already reached 4,000 ward. So now, I should be able to reach a lot more. I mean, we can put 2 in there. That will be pretty good. That's triple the amount that I already would have gained. So that's really good. You have additional poison resistance, and whenever you kill an enemy, you have a chance to inflict poison. Yeah, I don't kill enemies, my minions kill enemies. So I won't gain a benefit from this, but my minions will gain a benefit from this. Even though I think I would rather have this, which increases attack speed and damage, than this. Even though with the amount of minions that I do have, this will be really good. Because you will gain so many stacks of poison on the enemy so quickly, it will be crazy. And I need to go research. If you have 5 points in this, then the reduced health drain will be 25%. And then there's another 50% over a year. Also reduced health drain. So that will be a total of 75% reduced health drain. Let's have a look here. So yeah, that seems to be the only ones. So will that reduced 75% health drain, will that affect this? Because if it affects this, and this, and this, then that will actually be pretty good, because this, even though I don't get affected by this, because it says you lose health each second if you have killed an enemy recently. But I don't kill enemies. My minions kills enemies. So that is why this is really good for a minion build, because you are then constantly benefiting from the 60% increased damage, but you never will get the bad stuff of the health drain per second. So that's basically a free 60% increased damage, but you will suffer a health drain from this constantly and from this, and with these two combined it is 18% health drained per second, which statistically means you will be dead in six seconds. But obviously that is countered by your health regeneration and your amount of health. So the less maximum amount of health that you have means less health will be drained by this, because if you have 18% of 1,000 health, that will be less than if you have 18% of 10,000 health. And so if you have less maximum health and more health regeneration, then that will benefit you even more. So you need to try to get a lot of health regeneration, but keep your maximum health relatively low. Then you would be able to counteract this and this combined. But like I say, if this reduced health drain affects these as well, then that will be really good actually. Then I might be tempted to spend some points in this and this over here as well. So that's something I need to have a look at. I'm not sure. I will first have to have a look at that. But yeah, once you have that in place, once you are assured that you won't suffer, that your survivability won't suffer from applying the 8 points over here or the 10 points over here, then you can go balls to the wall, you know, with these and these, because this adds a lot of damage overall, like a lot of damage. With this amount of intelligence, plus 20 intelligence and plus 100 damage, that's a lot of extra damage that you're getting for 18 points in total. Like, that's really good. But yeah, I will have to see about that first. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it for today. I mean, you guys saw the lag that we had today. The lag is not good. Unfortunately, like I said, it is one of the side effects of playing with this build right now. Unfortunately, you generate so many minions that the server can't keep up. Like, the server really struggles to keep up, and then it lags. And we had one disconnection today, which it wasn't my internet, so it must have been the server. That might have been due to my minions. Like I said previously, I have had crashes when I get a lot of minions, like over 200 minions. I have had crashes. So it's very clear that the server, the architecture or the game engine that they have right now does not enjoy having like 200 minions on the screen that it has to deal with. And yeah, the devs need to do something about that. They could just like nerf the build, you know, nerf the amount of worms that you can spawn. But obviously, hopefully they don't do that, because that's the entire fun of the build, you know. You get such a shitload of worms, and then you just go balls to the wall, you know. So hopefully they don't do that. And then the other thing that they could just do is just fix the game, you know. Just fix the game. As easy as that, really. So yeah, I just want to show you guys one run on my Paladin, because I haven't streamed on my Paladin in quite a while. I think since like October, probably. So a couple of months that I haven't showed off my Paladin. I've improved my Paladin since the last time that I've played on my Paladin. So I just want to show off my Paladin just by doing one map at least. My gear isn't by any means perfect. I'm still quite far away from having all of the gear that I want. It's just a matter of luck. Like, there's some pieces that I need that are simply not dropping, you know. So it's just a matter of luck. Like, I've done tier 4 Jura, and on tier 4 Jura, the stuff that I want are just not dropping. There's the one thing that has like a 2% chance to drop, and it's just not dropping. Like, I don't know what the hell, it just does not want to drop. So that's really sad, unfortunately. Let's just do a random one, doesn't really matter. This is empowered, so it's an empowered monolith, obviously level 100. And this build I really like, because you just run and hold right click constantly. So just right click. You don't want those things to hit you. And it's just a really super easy. You will notice that the clear speed is not as fast as the other build that I have, but like I said, that other build is more powerful than this build, even though it's not more powerful right now, because that other build is level 77. This build is level 96, so this build can kill a boss quicker, and this build can do more damage simply due to the fact that the build is a higher level and I have better gear on this build. But once my other build, once that minion build reaches level 96 like this one is, that other build is definitely going to be more powerful. Definitely. Like, there's not even a question. But this build is totally fine. Like, if you know how quick a build usually clears, then you will know this build actually clears pretty quickly. There's nothing wrong with this build. It just doesn't clear as fast as the other build, and that's really what's impressive about the other build. The other build is just so powerful. It just clears so fast for its content level, you know. The level of content that it does, even though it does maps that are 7 levels higher than what the character actually is, it just flies through the maps and flies through the content. So you can definitely see that that other build is formidable, and I don't quite honestly have any of the pieces that I need for the end game yet on that other build. Like I said, if you have the pieces that you need on that other build, then you're walking around with millions of ward. Like, no jokes. That other build walks around with millions of ward and is quite literally unkillable. Like, already if you have like 20,000 ward, which is possible on my other Ruin Master, you're basically unkillable then with 20,000 ward. And now imagine if you have a couple million ward. Just fucking imagine. You are quite literally unkillable then. So you can see this build is, there's nothing wrong with this build. It's a really good build, and I've been able to get it all the way up to level 96. And it's really tanky, and I don't have the correct idols. I need 2 more of these idols, but they just don't want to drop. So plus chance to cast smite when you hit with throwing attacks. That's essentially the main damage dealer on this build, and I need 2 more of them, which will basically double my damage. Will basically increase my damage by another 50% from what it is right now. So yeah, even on this build, which is level 96, I still don't have the correct amount of I still don't have the correct gear, you know. And even my gear is pretty bad actually. Like, I have a level 15 chest, which I only really use because it gives me a resistance cap. So it gives me a resistance cap. If I remove it, I'm no longer resistance capped. I'm pretty close to being resistance capped. Like, if I do this, even though the game is freezing right now because I bought a new stash tab, you will see in just a second my stats will update, because like I said, the server is really bad, quite honestly. So they really are, there we go, they really need to fix the servers. So if I remove it, then I'm no longer capped on physical and on lightning, whereas if I have it, I'm capped on all of those, and it gives a nice amount of armor, nice amount of mana, nice amount of strength, all of that good stuff. So this chest, I can definitely get a better chest than this, at least. And then also my my relic is also not a particularly good relic. So yeah, even this character, which I've spent probably over 100 hours playing, there's still a lot of improvements that can be made. And then, like I said, I actually need like a copy of these 2. Then my damage will be really good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will play some more in the future. I just wanted to show you guys my updated builds and that kind of stuff. And like I said, the game releases in like a month and a half. I will definitely play the game around that time, and I will then do build videos and build updates and that kind of stuff for this build, because I haven't done a build video on this build, and I haven't done a build video on my zombie build either. My volatile zombie build, I haven't done a build video on that one either. So I will definitely do a build video on both of those once the new content drops, because there's a lot of stuff that's going to change, a lot of new unique items. There's gonna be guilds, meaning the trade guild and I think the science guild or the magic guild, something like that, which will change a lot of stuff. So yeah, doing a build video on this one and on this one right now isn't really something that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until the new stuff releases, and then I will update the build, and then I will do a build video, because it really takes hours to do a build video. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. As always, today's live stream was live streamed on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. I will be uploading the locally recorded file, which is recorded at 2K resolution and much higher bitrate than what I can stream at. I will be uploading that recording to my YouTube channel, which will be available in like a day or two. YouTube actually takes quite a while to process high quality recordings like that at 2K resolution, so sometimes it takes 2 days before the recording is properly processed. But yeah, I will be uploading that, so if you want to rewatch anything in a higher quality, you can just check out the video on my YouTube channel. And then obviously, as always, you can get the game if you don't have the game yet at nexus.gg/LFP gaming. You can also buy microtransactions, like the cosmetic store is available also on nexus.gg/LFP gaming. You can buy various cosmetics there, and something like 90% of the revenue goes to the developers. Whereas if you buy any cosmetics or any microtransactions or anything like that on Steam, then Valve takes like 30% of that money from the developers, which obviously is not very good for the developers. So it benefits the developers a lot if you go through nexus.gg/LFP gaming, and they also give me like 5% of the purchase price, which is obviously just a nice way also to support me as well, in addition to supporting the developer. So that's definitely something you can do. You can buy microtransactions there, you can buy Last Epoch there, you can buy other games there. There are some really good games available on nexus.gg/LFP gaming, and you get a Steam key. So it's not like anything else. You get a Steam key, and it is directly from the developers. So that's good. And then obviously on top of that, you can also head over to patreon.com/LFP if you want to support the channel and see more videos in the future. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time.